What's up, athletes? So it is evening time. I've wanted to get some rounds in, so I got Bob out here. Just gonna do some boxing. The last few days I've been throwing some kicks as well, but all I'm doing is I'm just gonna move around for a little while, take a little break, move around for a little while, take a little break. Try to be a little deliberate with placement of my shots, my timing, things like that. It's exercise. It's not a training video on how to be a professional fighter or anything else like that. Go see coaches or watch other videos if that's the case. But if you just enjoy uh, and can be motivated by stuff like this, by all means, stick around. Subscriptions to the channel are free, so we'd love to have you. Leave some comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that good stuff. Share it with your friends. But let's get into it. Normally I have my timer at about a minute of work, a minute of rest. I'm going to try to slide that over a little bit more so you get a little bit more of me moving about. Hydration is key. So get ready to get back to it. It's been about a minute coming up on it. Not bad on the timing, about a minute. So all I'm trying to be is right there, trying to get that pop out, and I'm trying to bring that glove back, not drop it before I throw my punch, all that stuff. Uh, get a little snap on my jab, whichever hand it is. Like I'm switching my stance, so sometimes my jab hand is my right, sometimes it's my left. I'm just mixing it up. So Here we go. Definitely trying to put a little turn in my hip when I'm throwing those, especially the power shots. I think that was 3. Also making sure I keep track of my rounds. That way we don't let the amnesia come from the getting exhausted. Definitely left myself some openings there. A lot of openings, actually. But that's why we do what we do, and not try to take this at a level where I'm out there trying to do this with other people. It's good exercise. And you never know with that sort of muscle memory, if you ever have to defend yourself one day, you might know exactly what to do. It might come back to you. So head movement, moving side to side, trying to take angles, all of those things are what I'm trying to implement. It may not always be pretty, but that's, again, hard work pays off. That's what we say at the channel, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So we'll keep going. So I'm going to move us over here. And you get more of a kind of back view now. You know, the one thing about this definitely is you can it's a good exercise routine. I have to get my gloves off. It's just a good exercise regimen to be able to do this sort of stuff. And again, just making it about exercise. Let me get my gloves on and we'll get to it. Because we are just about at a minute, if not a little over. So I had a real life scenario there. I got some sweat in my eye and I fought about half that round with one eye closed. A lot of that salt. So sometimes those are those imperfect scenarios that we can really be grateful for. And again, just trying to work on moving about. Being kind of specific with what I'm doing and minding the timing because we're about there. Sweat. So again, sweat in the eye, and I will show you guys these tiles in my backyard are not even. So sometimes I'll snag my foot or something on them, and it doesn't make it all that convenient. I'm gonna see if I can get this kind of angle for the work. Slide this over here a little bit more. See how that turns out. We're almost there. I know I'm behind. So now I'm starting to feel it. Last couple definitely been, but that one you can feel arms getting heavier. All that good stuff. I'll still try to give a better angle. There we go. So that was 8, this is 9. And we're going 10. See what our time is. How'd I do? It's just about a little over a minute. But last one. And again, that's salt in the eyes. It's no good. And it's almost coming off of the first punch that I throw, which makes it harder because then the rest of the time I gotta deal with depth perception. That was a huge part of it. Depth perception. So, totality, this workout without some of the extended breaks is only about 20 minutes. Just finishing it off with something different. So, not bad. Not bad at all when it comes to getting something simple. 20 minutes. I mean, you could even done 10 and that would have been good for what we were doing. So I was already breaking a good sweat at that point. And so again, it's not necessarily what you're doing, because I understand not everybody has a bob or boxing gloves or things like that, but giving yourself the small amount of time to accomplish anything when it comes to just a little health and fitness. This is how many TikTok videos, how many something's on YouTube, how many or parts of an episode that you're watching, or anything along those lines. Like, we can swap those things out and feel a little better for doing it. I know sometimes if you're just starting out, it doesn't, but in time it will. In time, that'll start to be the calling for your body to say, like, we need to get a little something in, and you'll just start seeing results. Not even physically, you'll start to feel better, and looking better helps you to feel better, but all of those things will come into play. May even prompt you to start craving things, to eat cleaner, give up some of the habits, whether it's sugar, cigarettes, alcohol. It doesn't mean you have to give it up completely, but just be in a more moderation state of mind when it comes to that sort of stuff. But I know I'm carrying on, but this was a good night. This is my third night back doing this stuff. I just decided that, okay, going to the gym in the morning is great, but I can still do stuff throughout the evening as a wind down. I had dinner, so I ate, sat for about 90 minutes, and then came out and got this in. So I'll leave it at that, because that's about all that I have to say. But again, this was, I said that's all I got, but I'm still talking. This was about being on point as far as trying to place my punches in specific areas, minding my footing, especially like I pointed out, the footing, the stones here are uneven. And if you are in a position, you're not always going to be in some place where there is a nice, even surface to defend yourself on. So getting used to that sometimes, and keeping that balance, having that awareness that there are things, like whether it's just loose gravel, whether it's wet grass, you name it. There's be some odd places that people will have had to find themselves defending themselves. So these aren't hard things to do. The sweat in the eye, I didn't want to stop, because again, that's real life. Whether it's sweat, I've been a bouncer, so sometimes people start throwing drinks and things. You might get alcohol in your eye. Somebody might just throw dirt in your eye or something. So sometimes fighting with one eye, where better to do it than here? Like, figure out what you are capable of, because you don't want to start to shrink and start doing this and covering, because that doesn't necessarily mean that other person is going to fight with honor. It doesn't mean that they're going to say, oh, I see you have something in your eye, I'll wait. That may be the exact opportunity that they will take to pounce on you. So there's some things that we can help, some things we can't, but if we can at least kind of get ourselves trained in unorthodox ways, I think that's a definite piece to the puzzle of being able to kind of push through some things that we find uncomfortable. Be able to say, okay, this is not what I planned, this is not what I wanted, but this is what I've got, and this is what I have to deal with. And sometimes that is just a variety of absurdly unexpected events, circumstances, and happenings. So sometimes the best thing that we can do, as far as training and things like that, is training our mind, training our brain, along with the body. But you also have to have a willing soul. So this is a mind, body, and soul venture that we can undertake. But again, it doesn't have to just be with the thought that an armless mannequin is going to attack you one day. But in all areas, whether it is calisthenics, whether it is yoga, Pilates, whatever, there just might be some things that come across your bow that are not what you expected, and when it's not to the detriment of yourself or others. I say venture through it just to say, wow, that was different, but I wanted to undertake that, and so now I know how to deal with the unexpected. Um, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Subscriptions to the channel are free. As always, you can leave a thumbs up or thumbs down. Won't be mad at you for either. And share it with your friends. Who knows? Who knows what might need to be seen by somebody? You never know. But the more we share, the more we can build this community and support each other. So it's not just you see me, but I'm all for supporting other people. So even people who wanted to send videos or things like that, I would love to post it and give shout outs. So we have that to do. We have that to build upon. Now I'm going to leave it at that because we're at like 26 and a half minutes. So again, I hope this finds everybody on your journey of health and fitness, and we will see you soon. HWPO, hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association. Beautiful night. Oh, and if you're still here, don't forget that yes, replenishing with water is great, but you need something like an electrolyte replacement as well. So make sure that you're doing that for yourself, so you get the best results possible when it comes to that sort of stuff. Okay, now I'm leaving.